everybody, what's going on? I hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-friggin-tastic out there. I know I am, because tonight is AEW All Out 2021. And folks, around this time last year, I was kind of being a little bit confused about something. So yeah, I was thinking, okay, WWE has their WrestleMania, and almost every other wrestling promotion has their WrestleMania equivalent of a show. Like Impact, they have Bound for Glory. New Japan Pro Wrestling, they have their Wrestle Kingdom. I think Ring of Honor has their Super Card of Honor or Final Battle. But I was wondering, what the heck did AEW have? Well, I think the answer to that question may very well be All Out. And looking at tonight's card, looking at tonight's matches, I cannot disagree with that statement. This is a pretty incredible card right here. Tonight's event is going to be downright historic. It's going to be downright peachy keen. I'm not even trying to be sarcastic with that, but still, tonight's event, it's going to be spectacular, okay? So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and ramble about the 8 matches that I got to discuss. I'm not even going to begin to guess who's going to come out on top for that Casino Battle Royal. So, I'm just going to ramble about everything else, okay? All the other matches, which I got about 8 matches to ramble about. There's no telling how long tonight's event is going to last, but I read somewhere online that somebody said that 4 hours would be too long, which maybe it will be. So, I don't see this thing going over 3 hours. No, I don't see this thing going over 3:30. I don't. 3.5. So, but, oh well, let's just get into the matches, okay? Alright, the first match is Chris Jericho taking on Maxwell Jacob Freeman. But if Jericho loses this, he will stop wrestling at AEW. So, all the signs are pointing into this match for Jericho to lose. And I hate that. It is well documented that I have a deep disdain for MJF. Alright. And the thing about Jericho is that, like, I'm pretty sure he's been reading all the negative joking comments about him on the internets. Talking about, oh, how Jericho has fallen out of shape. Jericho's overweight. Jericho's getting too old. This, that, and the other. All the signs are pointing to Jericho losing this match and him going onto the commentary table like he said he would. I've also been reading that apparently good old JR, Jim Ross, he's going to be getting transitioned out of the full-time commentary role. So, and plus on top of all of that, I read that apparently Jericho's contract for AEW, it expires sometime in early 2022. I think what I read was January. So as far as Jericho wrestling in AEW goes, I'm sorry. It's looking like that this may very well be the end of the Ayatollah of Rocknrolla for All Out, for AEW. So, but man, against MJF of all people, if MJF wins this match, he will never let us live this down, which is definite. That's definitely heat right there. MJF, he's like a freaking heat magnet. So, man, I really want Jericho to win this, okay? I don't even want to fathom the fact that MJF is going to win. Please, Jericho, please don't lose. Please don't lose. Alright, next up, the AEW Women's Championship is on the line as Dr. Britt Baker defends against the undefeated Chris Statlander. Now look, I have been a big Chris Statlander fan. I know she's been out for a while being injured, but to hear the fact that she's undefeated, that's kind of a shocker. But you know what? It is too soon in this reign for Dr. Britt Baker to lose the belt now. Right now, Dr. Britt Baker, she is hotter than she has ever been. And I'm not talking about her looks either. I'm talking about like how she's on such a big streak of momentum at the moment. Like, she's got a lot of stuff going on for her that's like positive. And plus, there's a good chance that Adam Cole is on the way to AEW soon. So, Britt Baker has a lot of good stuff going for her right now. She may very well be the one to break Kris Statlander's undefeated streak while retaining her title. So I'm gonna go with Britt Baker on this one. All right, next up, Paul White takes on QT Marshall. If QT's gonna win this match, it's gonna be by some dirty, low-down tactics. I tell you what. So you know what? I'm gonna give this one to Paul White. Easy, definite one to Paul White. Alright, next up, Jon Moxley takes on Satoshi Kojima. I feel like the only reason why Jon Moxley is on this card is because Eddie Kingston had an announced match first. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, as much as I like Jon Moxley, I kind of want to see Kojima win this one. I mean, Moxley, he's not the IWGP United States Champion anymore, so a loss to somebody like Kojima wouldn't hurt him. So, yeah, I'm kind of pulling for Kojima in this match. Alright, next, we have a steel cage match for the AEW Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks defends against the Lucha Brothers. I want to give this to the Lucha Brothers so bad, I do. Look, there's got to be a championship change here tonight. There's got to. You know what? The money would say to pick Young Bucks in this match, but no, I gotta go with the Lucha Brothers. I don't know why, but I gotta go for the Lucha Brothers. Please, just give it to Penta and Phoenix, please. Alright, next up, the TNT Championship is on the line as Miro defends against Eddie Kingston. Miro, allegedly God's favorite champion. Well, that's disappointing. I'm playing. But yeah, Miro defending his TNT Championship against Eddie Kingston. Now, like I said earlier, I think that the only reason why Jon Moxley was booked on the card was because Eddie Kingston was booked on the card first. And Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley, they've been kind of like a buddy-buddy team as of late. So, with that being said, I don't see Eddie Kingston winning tonight, unfortunately. Now, if he does, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna be happy for him. Really, I will. But to my understanding, Tony Khan wants Miro to get the monster push he never really got or deserved in WWE, apparently. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Miro in this one, simply because of Tony Khan's logic. Alright, next up. One that I never thought I would have the privilege of rambling about. Darby Allin takes on CM Punk, of all people. Man, I still can't believe it. I still can't freaking believe it. CM Punk back in a professional wrestling match. Dear Lord. Would it be too obvious if CM Punk wins tonight? Would it? Like, I'm not quite sure how long CM Punk is going to be in AEW as a full-time member of the roster. But if he is going to be sticking around for a little bit, if CM Punk really will be sticking around, then yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him lose tonight. Simply because a CM Punk heel turn would be No, when because people are still going to be wanting CM Punk versus Kenny Omega. Crap. And I'll admit, I still want CM Punk versus Kenny Omega. So, shoot fire. Okay. Yeah, CM Punk's winning this match, definitely. Ain't no way Punk's losing this match. Ain't no way Punk is going to lose this match. Alright, next up, the AEW Heavyweight Championship is on the line as Kenny Omega defends against the now Impact Champion of Christian Cage. Alright, so there ain't no way this rivalry is finished yet. Christian Cage has already beaten Kenny Omega once. That's how he became the Impact Champion. And now Kenny Omega, he can beat Christian Cage to retain his championship. So that means we gotta have like a rubber match somewhere down the line between these two, right? Right? And the next AEW pay-per-view isn't gonna be till November, which is like Full Gear. So yeah, I can definitely see Kenny Omega walking into Full Gear as AEW champion. There ain't no way that he's giving that belt to Christian. Ain't no way. Ain't no freaking way. None. So, and plus, like, leading into this match, nobody wanted to see Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega. Nobody. Everybody wanted to see Kenny Omega defend against Hangman Page. We're still owed Omega versus Page for the championship. Will it happen at Full Gear? Doubtful. But we're also trying to see Kenny Omega versus CM Punk maybe somewhere down the road. So, Christian, Punk, Page, a lot of guns are pointed at the head of Kenny Omega, and wow. But with that being said, I think Omega definitely needs to retain the title here tonight. So yeah, I hope all of you will enjoy the show of All Out happening. Hope all of you will enjoy the matches. And yeah, until next time, make sure all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year-round. Booyah, I'm out.